Welcome to another unit in the methodology toolbox. This time I'm going to talk about difference tests for the situation that the dependent variable is metric. In this context, we have four different approaches we can use. The four different approaches come from the fact that we differentiate between do we have only two samples which we compare, or do we compare more than two samples? The second part is our data, are our samples paired or unpaired? So we start simple by having two samples, two unpaired samples. Then we can use the classical t-test, as we know this, the classical t-test for unpaired samples. Similarly, if we only have two samples which are paired, well, we use the same t-test but for paired samples. So t-test is the classical answer if the dependent is metric, you only compare two groups or two samples. This is slightly different if we work for more than two samples, but only insofar that if the data is unpaired, then we're using variance analysis. And if the data is paired, then we still use variance analysis, but variance analysis with repeated measures. And in this case, it doesn't even matter whether we work with one or more than one factors, because in all of these cases we compare multiple samples. Here we might have to differentiate again, is it about factors or is it about the measures? But in the end, they're working more or less in the same direction of comparing multiple groups. Well, that's then basically it on this short overview. Which difference tests do we have? Which difference tests can be used for a metrically scaled dependent variable? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I say goodbye and see you next time.